Hello, and welcome back to Let's Learn English, your space to listen, repeat, shadow, and learn English at a slow and natural pace. I'm Michael, and I'm really happy you're with me again. In today's lesson, we're going to practice conversations that take place in the supermarket. Now, why the supermarket? Because it is one of the most common places where we all go, sometimes every week, sometimes even every day. And when you're at the supermarket, you often need to ask for things, compare products, talk to the staff, or even ask other shoppers questions. It's not just about saying, I want apples. At the B1, B2 level, you should be able to make longer sentences, give reasons, ask for details, and sound polite but natural. In this lesson, I'll speak slowly, pause often, and encourage you to shadow me. That means you listen carefully, and then you repeat after me. Don't worry if it feels a little difficult at first. The more you listen and repeat, the easier it will become. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to enter a supermarket, greet the staff, ask where products are, compare prices, ask about freshness, and even solve small problems, like if an item is out of stock or if you can't find what you need. So let's begin. Imagine you're walking into the supermarket. You enter through the sliding doors. A staff member at the entrance greets you. Listen carefully and repeat after me. Good morning. Welcome to Green Valley Supermarket. Good morning. Thank you. Could you please tell me where the shopping baskets are? The baskets are just on your left, next to the entrance. Perfect. Thank you very much. You take a basket and begin walking down the first aisle. You see a store employee arranging products on the shelf. You need to find the fresh produce section, so you ask politely. Excuse me, could you please tell me where the fruit and vegetable section is? It's at the back of the store, on the right side. Thank you. Is it self-service, or do I need to ask someone to help me choose? It's self-service. You can choose the items yourself and then weigh them at the counter. Great. Thanks for explaining. Now you walk toward the produce section. You see apples, bananas, oranges, and other fruits displayed beautifully. You want to buy apples, but you also want to check their freshness. Let's practice this conversation. Excuse me, could you please tell me if these apples are fresh? Yes. They arrived this morning. They are very fresh. That's good to know. Are they local or imported? They are local apples from a nearby farm. I see. In that case, I'll take 1 kilo, please. Certainly. Do you prefer the red apples or the green ones? I prefer the red apples. They taste sweeter. Here you are. 1 kilo of red apples. Thank you very much. Could you also tell me if there are any discounts on fruit today? Yes, bananas are on special offer. Buy 1 kilo and get the second kilo at half price. That sounds like a great deal. I'll take 2 kilos of bananas, please. Of course. Here are your bananas. Thank you for your help. Notice how we didn't just say, I want apples. We asked questions, we compared, and we made polite requests. That is how you should practice at the B1, B2 level. Now, let's move to the bakery section. Imagine you see bread, cakes, and pastries displayed. A staff member is behind the counter, ready to help. Good afternoon. Could you please tell me if this bread is baked today? Yes, all our bread is baked fresh every morning. That's excellent. Could I have 1 whole wheat loaf, please? Of course. Would you like it sliced or unsliced? I would prefer it sliced, please. It's easier for me to make sandwiches. No problem. Here is your sliced loaf of whole wheat bread. Thank you. Could you also recommend something sweet? Maybe a pastry or a small cake? Certainly. Our chocolate croissants are very popular, and today they are on special offer. That sounds delicious. I'll take 2 chocolate croissants. Here you are. 2 croissants. Perfect. How much do I owe you for the bread and the croissants? That will be $5 in total. Here is a $10 bill. Could you please give me change? Of course. Here is your change. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Enjoy your shopping. Now let's move to the dairy section. You see milk, cheese, and yogurt. You want to compare products because sometimes there are many options, and it can feel confusing. Excuse me, could you help me for a moment? I'm looking for low-fat milk. Certainly. The low-fat milk is on the top shelf in the blue cartons. Thank you. Could you also tell me the difference between this brand and that brand? This brand is slightly cheaper, but the other brand is organic and comes from a local farm. I see. I think I'll choose the organic one, even if it costs a little more. That's a good choice. Could you also tell me if you have lactose-free yogurt? Yes, we do. It's on the second shelf in the green containers. Perfect. I'll take 2 containers of lactose-free yogurt. Anything else I can help you with? Not right now, thank you. This section shows how you can ask questions, compare, and explain your reasons. Remember to use polite expressions like, "Could you please tell me?" or "I see," or "That's a good choice." These help make your English sound smoother. Now let's continue to the frozen food section. Imagine you want to buy frozen vegetables and maybe some ice cream. Excuse me, could you tell me where I can find frozen peas? The frozen peas are in the 3rd freezer on the bottom shelf. Thank you. Are they available in small packs or only in large ones? We have both. The small packs are 500 grams and the large packs are 1 kilo. I think I'll take the large pack. It's better value for money. That's a smart choice. Do you need anything else from the frozen section? Yes, I'd like some ice cream. Could you tell me which flavors are available today? We have vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, and cookies and cream. That's a nice selection. I think I'll take 1 tub of cookies and cream. Certainly. Here you are. Thank you. Do you know if this ice cream contains nuts? No, this flavor does not contain nuts. But if you have allergies, it's always good to read the label carefully. That's excellent advice. I'll check the label before buying. Thank you. And now you continue walking through the supermarket. You have already visited the produce section, the bakery, the dairy section, and the frozen foods. You are practicing how to ask questions, request products, compare, and even show concern about allergies. In the next part, we will move to more advanced supermarket conversations, like asking about promotions, solving problems when an item is out of stock, checking prices, asking about refunds, paying at the cashier, and even making small talk with other customers in line. These will give you even more confidence and help you sound natural when shopping in English. So stay with me. Keep repeating, keep shadowing, and remember, the more you practice, the more natural you will sound. Now let's continue our journey inside the supermarket. You've already chosen some fruit, bread, milk, yogurt, frozen peas, and ice cream. But the supermarket is full of surprises. Sometimes there are promotions, sometimes you can't find what you need, and sometimes you need to ask a question about prices. Let's practice those situations. Imagine you see a sign that says, "Buy one, get one free" near the pasta section. But you're not completely sure how the promotion works. You decide to ask an employee. "Excuse me, could you please explain this offer to me?" Of course. If you buy 1 packet of pasta, you get a 2nd packet for free. That sounds great. Is it valid for all types of pasta or only for this brand? It's only for this brand of spaghetti. I understand. In that case, I'll take 2 packets of spaghetti. Perfect. You will pay for 1 packet and the 2nd packet is free. Thank you for clarifying. That's a really good deal. As you can see, promotions are a good chance to practice polite questions like, "Is it valid for all types?" Or, "Could you explain this offer to me?" These are natural at the B1, B2 level. Now imagine you're looking for olive oil, but the shelf is empty. This is a common situation, and you need to ask for help. "Excuse me, I'm looking for olive oil, but I can't seem to find it on the shelf. Could you please check if it is available?" Let me check in the system. It seems that olive oil is currently out of stock. That's unfortunate. Do you know when it will be back in stock? It should arrive on Thursday morning. I see. In that case, could you recommend an alternative? Maybe sunflower oil or canola oil? Yes, we have both sunflower and canola oil available on the next shelf. All right, I'll take a bottle of sunflower oil for now. Thank you for your suggestion. You're welcome. I hope the olive oil arrives soon. This situation shows how you can ask for alternatives and not just stop the conversation. You can say things like, "Do you know when it will be back in stock?" Or, "Could you recommend an alternative?" Now let's move on. Imagine you pick up a product, but the price label is missing. This happens often in real supermarkets. You want to check the price before buying. "Excuse me, there's no price label on this box of cereal. Could you please check the price for me?" "Certainly. Let me scan it at the price machine. It costs $3.50. "Thank you very much. Could you also tell me if this brand is on promotion?" "No, this brand is not on promotion. Only the larger family pack is discounted today." "I understand. In that case, I'll buy the family pack. It seems like better value." That's a smart choice. These small questions make a big difference. Instead of being silent, you practice your English and make better shopping decisions. Now let's imagine another situation. You bought some eggs last week, but when you opened the box at home, 2 eggs were cracked. Today, you want to ask about the store's refund or exchange policy. Let's practice how you would say it politely. "Good morning. I bought this box of eggs here last week, but when I opened it at home, 2 of the eggs were cracked. Could you please tell me if I can exchange them?" "I'm very sorry to hear that. Yes, if the product is damaged, you can bring it back with the receipt and we will give you a new box." "Thank you. That's very fair. Do I need to bring the damaged box with me?" "Yes. Please bring the box and the receipt and we'll replace it without any problem." "Excellent. I'll do that later today." "No problem. We'll be happy to help you." As you can hear, even when something goes wrong, you can explain politely and ask questions clearly. Using phrases like, "Could you please tell me?" or "Do I need to bring?" shows politeness and confidence. Now you're ready to pay for your groceries. You walk to the cashier. Let's practice the checkout conversation. "Good afternoon. Did you find everything you were looking for today?" "Yes, thank you, except for the olive oil, but I'll come back later in the week for that." "I see. I hope it arrives soon. Could you please place your items on the conveyor belt?" "Of course. Here are my items." "Would you like a bag today?" "Yes, please. I forgot to bring my reusable bag." "No problem. A bag costs 10 cents. Is that all right?" "That's fine. Please add 1 bag. The total is $32.75. How would you like to pay?" "I'll pay by card, please." "All right. Please insert your card and enter your PIN." "Done. Is the payment approved?" "Yes, the payment has gone through. Here is your receipt. Thank you very much." "Could you also tell me if there are any loyalty points on my card?" "Yes, you earned 50 loyalty points today." "That's great. Thank you for letting me know." You're welcome. Have a nice day. And now let's add a little small talk at the cashier. Imagine you are waiting in line, and the line is quite long. You start talking to the person in front of you. "Excuse me, do you know if the store is always this busy on Saturday afternoons?" "Yes, it usually gets crowded around this time. If you come earlier in the morning, it's much quieter." "That's good advice. Next time, I'll try to come earlier." "Yes, it will save you some waiting time." "Thank you." "Do you live nearby?" "Yes, I live just around the corner. I shop here almost every week." "That's convenient. I live a little further away, but the prices here are very good." "I agree. That's why many people choose this supermarket. It's nice chatting with you while we wait. Yes, it makes the line feel shorter. Conversations like this are short but friendly. They make your shopping experience more pleasant and they give you extra practice in English. Now you've finished shopping, paid for your groceries, and packed your bag. You're ready to leave the supermarket. Let's practice a polite goodbye. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. You too. Take care. And that brings us to the end of today's lesson. We started at the entrance, where we asked about baskets and the fruit section. We practiced choosing apples and bananas, ordering bread and croissants, comparing milk and yogurt, and buying frozen peas and ice cream. We also practiced asking about promotions, solving out-of-stock problems, checking prices, asking about refunds, and finally paying at the cashier. At every step, we didn't just use simple sentences. We asked polite questions, added details, gave reasons, and even made small talk. That is the difference between basic English and confident B1, B2 English. Before we finish, I want to remind you of something important. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be clear, polite, and confident. If you don't understand, ask again. If you want more information, add a question. That's how you sound natural. And now, I'd like to give you a little challenge. In the comments below, write one supermarket sentence you found useful today. Maybe it's, could you please check the price for me? Maybe it's, do you know when it will be back in stock? Or maybe it's something you want to use in real life. Write it down, share it, and practice with the community. This is Let's Learn English, and I'm Michael. I'm very proud of the effort you made today. Keep listening, keep repeating, and keep practicing. With every lesson, your pronunciation, your confidence, and your fluency will improve. Step by step, you are moving forward. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you in the next lesson.